Alright everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft survival series, and today we will be celebrating 100 days. And what better way to celebrate 100 days than to build a Minecraft cafe in the shape of the Minecraft cake. Okay, I'm really excited for this build. I had this idea when I was falling asleep, so I was really just annoyed that I couldn't have the cake because I was about to go to sleep. So but first I want to do one thing. Oh, my helmet is about to break. Actually, I'm gonna take off my armor. We can save this as our first ever diamond armor. I think for 100 days this is fine. And spoiler alert, this will be a super important decision that I made. Alright, last episode I also got this nice little snow fox, and I wanna eventually do something with the fox. But before we go and build the Minecraft cake, I will make a nether ice highway to the desert and the Badlands, because I just can't stand having to go there. Like every single episode since episode 2, I had to endure the 7 minutes long trip back and forth, and I just don't want to do that anymore. So we're gonna go to the mountains over here. I'm gonna try playing with shaders this episode. I also got a new skin, by the way. I look like a king now. I will go back to the white t-shirt very soon, don't worry. I always feel super important when I have this on. Okay, I will make it of packed ice. Now you guys may be thinking, okay, 100 days, that's not that big of a deal, right? But I think you guys need to understand that first, I don't sleep in this world, so for me 100 days is actually 33 hours. And I'm pretty sure if I go into my statistics, time played 1.35. If I pull up my calc, which by the way is short for calculator, so 1.35 times 24, 32.4, which is only an hour away from 100, because we are on day 97. So 33 hours is a pretty big commitment. So for me it is quite special. Because of the time commitment, but also it is special because I usually don't really have worlds that last 100 days or even more. I think in total I have had maybe 8 worlds which were above 100 days, and I think only 4 of them got above 200. I know that I had like 2 worlds which were on day 400, so like only 2 worlds which reached 400 is, that's crazy. But also I think that 100 days is just special. Remember the 100 days trend when everyone was surviving 100 days? I will admit it, I actually enjoy watching those. But like back then, reaching 100 days was an achievement, something special. And nowadays, it's like you survive 100 days, that's kind of the same thing like recording the episode 1 of your Let's Play. The modern day super rushed Let's Plays, they always have like, they end the first episode on day 400 or something like that. I feel like it is this days inflation going on. 100 days no longer feels like something grand. If you want people to be like, oh, that's cool, that's an achievement, you have to survive 500 days minimum. And if you want people to be like, oh, okay, so you are a pro, you have to survive for 1000 days, which honestly is just such a huge time commitment. 1000 days for me, that would be 330 hours, and that is an insane amount of time. I obviously have respect towards anyone who can play the same world for that many hours, but it feels a little bit unfair that people don't really take you seriously unless you have survived at least 500 days. The more the better, obviously. But yeah, that is just my opinion on this whole the more days equals the better kind of situation that we are in. But let me know down in the comment section what is the longest Minecraft world that you ever had, like how many days did you survive at maximum. For me that will be I think around 470. I have this other survival world which I play on every once in a while, and I've had it for like a year now, so 470 days in a year, that's fine by me. I also think that before this whole 100 days trend, people didn't really care about days that much. Like, yeah, if you went on YouTube and you were like, hey guys, this is my world tour of a world which I have survived, I don't know, 6000 days in, that's super cool, okay? You don't even need the 100 days trend for people to be like, oh, okay, 6000 days, respect, But like nowadays, I don't know, everyone is surviving 1000 days, and they're making movies out of it, by the way. Okay, let's just mine into a stack. Alright, so that is my little yap session about this whole 1000 days full movie nonsense. Again, don't get me wrong, I am not hating on people that make videos like those. I obviously understand why they make those. And obviously I'm not hating on people that are able to play the same world for 1000 days. To me, it's just a little weird how the perception has changed. Today, surviving 100 days is basically taking your first steps, and that is not fantastic for our generation. I get it. Yeah, okay. Let's just get back to the gameplay. Oh, I should also start gathering some wool because we will need wool for the frosting. Let me make shears and shear them real quick. This is all the ice that I gathered, and turns out I gathered a lot more than I need, but it will be handy in the future. I have a bit of overpopulation problem. Anyway, I sheared my sheep and I had to lower the population a little bit since there were so many sheep that some of them were not regrowing their wool because they couldn't reach the grass underneath them. So hopefully this will, fix that. And if anything, it also gave me a bunch of mutton to eat. So there's something positive in this, I suppose. And I'm gonna grab all of my packed ice. Okay, now we need to figure out how to do the tunnel. I'm pretty sure you have to use buttons on top to prevent mobs from spawning. Actually, fun fact, mutton and muscle are the two first words in English that I learned, from school, so like somebody else had to tell me. I don't exactly know why would I ask for mutton and muscle, but yeah, those are the two first words. This entire oh, I forgot the furniture here. We can make railings out of glass. Okay, I think I'm just gonna make it out of glass panes. Yeah, my inventory is a bit of a mess. Okay, let's do the mathematics. Wrong button. I think that I want the portal to go maybe like around here. So let's divide the coordinates by 8, 340, and then just a regular 800.3. So we're gonna go to the nether and we are gonna make a bridge. And also I should grab a boat. Oh, and I need obsidian for I need a lot of stuff. I headed to the local lava lake and unfortunately I forgot my water bucket, so I had to go back home to grab it. And it was such a time loss. I don't know why I just didn't bring it with me, but whatever. After that, I finally gathered all of the obsidian that I need and I headed to the nether finally. And unfortunately, this one thing will make this entire nether ice highway so much more difficult, and that's the fact that I'm in a basalt delta, and basalt takes significantly longer to mine than netherrack, so it was such a painfully slow process. Ooh, the nether? No, not again. I hate souls and valleys and the fact that I'm burning. Wait, I have a bow. Oh, I hit it from the distance. Okay, I think I'm gonna be heading in this and that direction. But the first thing I'm gonna do is actually go back and make stairs.
A few moments later.
Okay, I shouldn't have made stairs. Should have made it just out of like regular blocks. What's wrong with me? Oh, come on. Nice. Oh my god. Okay, we are at the roof. Okay, and now we have to start digging this place out. But I have 30 levels. This is very stressful, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and make a pickaxe with efficiency or something like that, because I have silk touch on this one. And it is raining again. Why was I here? Oh, right, the pickaxe. Okay, let's go back to the nether. Okay, I'm gonna make this staircase wider. Oh, guys, I'm recording this video right after I ate lunch. And I don't really think my brain is working at 100%. That went right through me, that was scary. And then as I was making my way up these stairs, this happened. Because as I said, the videos that people make from the forever worlds are a lot more... It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I survived. You know what? And I wanted to put back my iron armor. I think the protection 4 helped me a lot. Maybe the fire protection as well. Oh god, that was scary. Oh, that was disgusting. I don't want to ever go through that again. And it's still here. You twice? Really? Oh no 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 no. And it's still shooting at me. Guys, if I'm gonna die here, please remember my world. Oh my god. Okay, stay calm. Just eat food. I don't want to ever go through that again. My god, I hate ghasts. You know what? I'm not gonna be dealing with the happy ghast. I will heal the happy ghast and then put it back into the nether because that's what it deserves. I know that the ghast and the happy ghast are like different things, but it's kind of the same. I swear to god, if it happens again, a third time. I started work on the tunnel and honestly it was such a painful process. It took ages to mine out. Oh, this is kind of boring, isn't it? But I continued working even though this was a super tedious process because I knew it was worth it in the end. Imagine not having to go on a overseas journey anytime you just want some sand or terracotta. I'm going to mostly skip this section as it is not that interesting to look at, but anyway, I placed the ice, then I put some buttons on top, and then I added the glass panes. But first, there is a little intermission between the whole tunneling work. You know what, I'm gonna go and grab torches because I just really can't see anymore. Is this faster? Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, my nether looks so ugly. Wait, is it day 99? Oh, this is exciting. Oh, is it? Oh, okay, it is day 100 now. Oh, I wish I could make a cake. Well, how do you make a Minecraft cake? I think you need wheat, 2 pieces of sugar, eggs, right? Wait, we're gonna make a Minecraft cake right now. And so I headed out in a search of a chicken, and this was a surprisingly difficult task as I just couldn't find any around me, but eventually I got lucky. Oh my god. Can you hatch an egg? And it took ages for this chicken to lay an egg. I followed it around, I waited, I was actually on my phone while waiting, and it still was a pretty long time. Oh my god, we have an egg. I think you only need 1. Let's hope it's only 1. I don't... Well, let's see if I can make a cake from memory. Wait. That's not how you make a cake, is it? Okay, you put this on the bottom. Maybe like... that. Oh, you need... oh. Okay, never mind. I gave up pretty quickly. And we have a cake. So this is our day 100 cake. Where do we put it? Oh, we could build like a picnic. Like, let's say right here. Imagine there's people having picnics and they have cake. I don't have red dye. That's fine. Because in the last episode, I built a greenhouse with a secret underneath it. That's 64. And it gives you 2 red dye. That's pretty good. That's like a 1 + 1 for free type deal. That's good. Look at that. Okay, I like that. And then the people are having a cake. Okay. Okay, I can't be the only one who's always kind of wanted to taste the Minecraft cake. We can take a bite. Oh, look at the inside looks so good. Oh, okay guys. So this is our little 100 days ceremony. But this isn't everything. We will obviously be making the big cake. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the road and I will get back to you guys once it is finished. And so I continued working on the tunnel and then this happened. I was watching a video so I wasn't really paying attention and then I fell. I die so frequently in this world, it's actually embarrassing. I don't even wanna see what survived and what didn't. Okay, let's just jump down. Okay, so some of my ice is safe. I only got 2 pieces of armor back. I did find a nether fortress. Is it weird to say that I'm actually kind of sad right now? Like, okay, not sad, but maybe just disappointed. I had so much good stuff. Well, I don't have silk touch anymore. No, oh, I have. Okay, you know what, we can just focus on finishing the road now. But I'm still mad about that. Even when I take a look from up, there's nothing, yeah. Anyway, let's just continue digging. But even after all those struggles, the highway was finished and this is the first ever ride on it. And you know what? It was such a good decision to do that. I can't imagine rowing a boat again. Guys, I was just, gathering stuff. There's a forest fire? I don't... I... I don't know what happened. My theory is that there was a thunderstorm and it must have struck one of the trees and then the fire spread to basically everywhere. I did manage to take it out. It was a bit of a hassle. It was extinguished eventually. At least this little part with the picnic is kind of survived, but the good news is that I have collected every single material that I needed. The next thing that I worked on was making some space for the build, and then I got to building. So I hope you guys will enjoy this little replay mod footage. First, I started off by making the edges. They are pretty much brown in my opinion, and then I made the inside of the cake, I suppose, out of orange terracotta and occasionally a acacia plank. Then the topping was made out of white wool, white terracotta and white concrete, and I obviously added those little berries, I suppose, at the top there. And again, I think that the Minecraft cake just looks super tasty. I remember watching those videos that when people tried to bake the Minecraft cakes, and I always remember just being kind of jealous that they had the Minecraft cake and I didn't. It is something that I want to try in the future actually, to bake the Minecraft cake. The problem is that I am not a baker, and honestly I don't really know if I want to commit to something like a Minecraft cake, to be honest. But then I did the interior, and as you can see we're using glass for the floor because there will be something beneath the glass. And that is the build finished, and it is missing the decorations and everything, and I will go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so first things first, I made a path all the way to the cake, and I added some variation to it by adding some gravel and path blocks. Next, I made a window and I added a little awning above it, but eventually I decided to remove the wall because it looked a little bit weird. I also made a terrace and I added some railing there, and then I made a bunch of furniture for people to sit on. Now, I used pale oak, but I will use birch in the future because this looks a little bit weird. And next, I headed to do the interior. I added a little wall to separate the kitchen from the actual customer area. It does look a bit tacky because it is a combination of cherry wood and dark oak. In my mind, it kind of looks like some kind of desert, some kind of sweet treat, so I think it fits in pretty well. Then I added a little desk for the cashier to use, and I made a little, I guess, railing or maybe a hanging, I don't know, above it where we will put the menu. I also added a bunch of chairs and tables inside for people to use. And then the last thing I did in this segment was actually a chimney. Now I'm gonna stop recording this whole process right now, and I'm just gonna skip to the moment where I have the build finished, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so the cake is finished, the cake-shaped cafe, if you will. As you can see, here it is. I really like this. It still kinda looks like the Minecraft cake, but here we have like a little bench, a bunch of flowers, and then right here is an outside sitting area. I did get rid of the pale oak stairs or chairs because they were just kind of ugly. They were like too much contrast. So that's the outside. I tried my best to make it walkable. Like imagine you a waitress here or a waiter and you have to walk between all of this, so there isn't anything here. I will probably put another plant there, and then you go in here. There's a little cake over here, and there's also a bunch of cake underneath you. This is the flooring I chose. A bunch of Minecraft cake. I will go ahead and say this took ages, the floor, because I didn't have sugarcane, I didn't have eggs. The only thing I had was just the wheat and the milk buckets. It's day 117. This build could have been finished a long time ago, but it wasn't because I just had to get the cakes. Then there's like a little painting wall, and then over here is where you order. So you have a bunch of ice cream, that's this, and then we have tasty cake and creamy pumpkin pie, and obviously homemade lemonade. I feel like every single business nowadays is making homemade lemonade, so we have to join it as well. And honestly, the kitchen is not that impressive. I don't really know what to put here. There are a bunch of sinks, and I guess this is like the stuff for the lemonades, and then here's the actual oven. I did switch out the cobblestone for stone bricks because that was really ugly. So that is the interior. Here's what it looks like from the outside using FreeCam. As you can see, there isn't really anything in the back, but we have a chimney over here which goes to the kitchen. I did actually do a few other things. First, I made this path all the way to my house, and I made this little sugarcane farm which wasn't able to keep up with the demand. So I had to go into the desert using the new nether ice highway to get a bunch of sugarcane from there, because there's surprisingly a lot of sugarcane in deserts. I also added like this little barrels thing over here just to add a little bit more detail. I made a path over to the greenhouse, as you can see. There are some floating leaves, but we can ignore that for now. And that's basically all that I did. And that is everything for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like this cafe. And I hope you guys will actually order something here, so you saw the menu, you know what you can get. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, maybe subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!